Guys, Jake again from Finnmark Sauna. I'm here at Interbad, the European spa show, with one of my favorite suppliers, the guys from Narvi. Narvi are one of our main heater suppliers, so they are another Finnish key flag company that specializes in making sauna heaters. So they're making their sauna heaters in Finland. Everything is made and designed there, nothing from China. Again, a really high quality heater manufacturer, specializing in large stone capacities. So the more stones you have, the softer the heat inside the sauna and less metal. But they also combine that with a really nice Nordic design. So I'm here with Jesse Hammerlainen, so Jesse from Narvi. So Jesse, tell us a little bit about your electric heaters you have here, what makes them so special, and you know what a customer should look out for when ordering a sauna heater.
Okay, well, I would say lately the design has been very important, which means people don't anymore want just wall hanging models. They need to be a certain shape. It can be a tall heater with loads of stones. It can even be with your own bathroom tiles nowadays. This is maybe the thing we want to show here.
Yeah, so this is a new product from Narvi, fresh 2018 into 2019, so look out for this one. So you can choose the panels that you have on the side to match your own bathroom tiles, so you can cut them. You'll see this even better on this side, for example. So that's good with stone or porcelain tiles, or even
just a stone tile there. And 60 kilos of stones inside there, so it's a decent löyly.
Yeah, so a lot of stones in that one. And next to it, the trio, obviously. Mm-hmm. So this one's a little bit special as well. Talk to us about the top of the trio.
It's molded stone mass, heat-resistant materials used. Important thing here is the air gap between, which keeps the heater really cool outside. Only the stones are meant to be hot.
And these stones here, they're not proper sauna stones, right?
We can't call them proper. The important thing is to have proper sauna stones, especially next to the elements. If you can see it on the video. There's the element, there's normal stones. These come on the top.
So they're just cover stones?
Decorative purpose, yes. They give some löyly, but they would crack if they were in the middle of the heat.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so let's quickly talk through some of the wall hanging models we have here. So
wall hanging models, the really traditional one. We try to squeeze every rock possible inside there to maximize the löyly. We understand it's not 200 kilos and a perfect smooth löyly, but if you have a small sauna, why not make it as good as possible?
So we have the NM at the back here, which has the manual control dials, which are
well, you can show the Minex control. The control looks like this also in the NM. Two options: have the manual controls attached to the sauna heater, or like in this model, you have an external control unit to control the sauna.
And people don't tend to realize with the manual ones that actually you have a delay timer as well. So the first twist here, up to 4, is the time that it will run. And then if you go further, this is a delay timer up to 8 hours. You also have a digital delay timer in the electric ones, which we'll have a look at some of the control units here.
There's the basic one, simple functions. It shows the temperature right now. As you can see, it's getting hot in here at Interbad. It shows two different things: how much temperature you want in your sauna,
the current temperature, and then how long it's on for.
Now we have a program on, but it's running for 1 hour 25 minutes. You can pre-program for 24 hours. That's the maximum.
So if you wanted to have your sauna tomorrow morning, for example, you could put a delay timer on and have it run for the next 12 hours, and it would come on about an hour before you needed it, allow it to heat up, and then you can go straight to sauna, use the sauna, and not have to wait around for it to heat up. So it's a really good solution for people with a busy lifestyle. Now this is something a little bit special. This is a touch screen. This is
It's made really simple. two options you need to. How hot do you want there?
Yep.
24 Celsius. A bit too hot for me, I would say.
85?
No, 80 would be my choice.
Okay.
Just heater on and that's it. Or if you want, you can time your sauna time.
Excellent.
Exact time of start, exact time of start.
So that's the Narvi Eclipse control unit, right?
Yes.
Excellent. And then talk us through some of these. So these are installation flanges which allow you to sink the heater down into the benching. So you've got a few models here.
Yeah, two reasons to do it. To save space and to upgrade your design. It looks good when it's complete benching around the sauna and the heater is blending there.
Okay. And what options do we have here? So this is the...
This was the slim. It's with super small safety distances, so it really goes to a small sauna, but it's still a big sauna heater.
Yeah.
Then complete other range is the tower models.
So
it's smooth here. Big pack of stones, stainless steel casing. The upgraded version, the velvet, which is handmade. Every piece made by hand. Our flagship model, my personal favorite.
Mine also. I'm a big fan of the Narvi velvet.
And then the 80 kilo version Kotasana, which might be our best seller.
Yeah. So this is a more cost-effective option than the other two tower models, and has a really large stone capacity. So again, Jesse was talking before about löyly, the sauna steam, the steam that you experience in the sauna. The more stones that you have inside that sauna heater, the softer that heat is going to be. And by softer, it means less harsh. It doesn't mean that it's not a good enough heat. It's a gentler heat that warms you up over a longer period of time, more enjoyable, still a noticeable heat, but not a painful or unpleasant heat. So you're celebrating something here as well at the show, Jesse, the certification for the NC to pass a European regulation called the BIMSCH.
Yes, in Germany, where we are right now, they have their own little rules about wood burning sauna heaters. It's about the emissions and the small particles in the air. This year we took the Narvi NC to the test and it passed by top results.
Excellent.
I think we have a cleanest wood burning sauna heater in front of us.
Okay, so known as the world's most efficient and somewhat eco-friendly sauna heater on the market for wood burning.
The most efficient would be the IWS, but for this, I think the limit for the CO emissions is 1%, and we scored 0.04%. So that's
0.04 on carbon monoxide emissions. Wow. Okay, and so this comes in a range of options. You've got the black and the stainless steel here.
There's painted grey, which we didn't bring here.
There's also the painted grey. And then Jesse mentioned this. This is something a little bit different. This is a heat storing sauna heater, which works by burning for a few hours and then stays hot for... So you'd have your fire down here.
No metal here, this has to be stone. It's really high temperature we get here, and 2 hours would be my guess for this. This is the 57 version. It means the diameter in centimeters of the sauna stone. The biggest one is 110.
Wow.
So it takes maybe 4 hours to
Okay. So then
it's definitely worth it, worth the waiting, because it heats up a massive load of stones. This one is empty, but you can see how much space there is for stones.
So all the emissions, all the gases, all the heat goes straight through the stones. Unlike the others that are heated by proximity, all the heat goes through this and out through the flue.
Yes.
And then
attached properly, but that way it goes.
So that would be it burning out, and then once the heater is up to temperature, the fire dies down completely. All the stones inside the kiowas, inside the sauna stove, will be glowing red inside, and you close off the flue.
I'll show you. But the idea of this is it's insulated. You can see the rock wool there. So it means after the fire has ended, no more smoke, then you close the valve. Stones are still glowing red, and the insulation keeps the package warm for 12 hours.
So you can sauna in the evening and then sauna again in the morning.
This is really big in Finland.
A very popular traditional model. Not so known outside of Finland, but actually once you've experienced the steam that comes from an Aito kiowas like this, it's really changes your understanding of the experience of going to sauna. So finally, Jesse, talk me through a little bit your commercial heaters, because a lot of people using commercial sauna heaters, maybe they assume that a heater is hidden behind the benching or has no stones, and that's not the case. That's purely a misunderstanding, that actually you can have commercial sauna heaters with a lot of stones that are really high quality and designed to last, and that you can pour water on them.
Yes, and you should. That's how we see it. The main thing with commercial sauna heaters are it's part of someone's business, which means they need to keep running every day. You can't lose a week without your sauna. So that's why they're made to last.
So these...
How to make them to last is to use proper materials. The inside is complete genuine stainless steel, and the elements, they are extra thick just for the commercial use. That makes it possible to the heaters to run for years without any problems.
Excellent.
Sauna stones, we have 100 kilos here, which is enough for a good sauna bed.
Excellent. And so, in terms of so this is the Narvi Ultra Small, so that can be in small commercial saunas.
Yes.
And
here we have the Ultra Big. What we're missing is the Ultra,
which is about half the size.
Part where the stones are. Yes.
Excellent. And so something like this, you can pour water over the stones, or you can have water run onto the stones, and that creates that nice soft sauna steam. It's a fallacy to think that commercial saunas all need to be dry. There are a huge range of options for keeping it humid and keeping the sauna heat nice inside. And the thing I think to remember, again, like all our suppliers, is they have the Finnish key flag as a product that's made in Finland, that's built to last. Is something that that instead of buying it every 3 years, you buy it once in 30 years and you pay a little bit more, but it's something that really lasts. You get the support of a company that cares about the quality of the sauna steam and the experience. And of course, unlike a lot of commercial sauna heaters, there is the huge amount of stones, which creates that really nice, soft, enjoyable sauna heat, not a sickly, dry, nauseating heat that comes from a lot of metal and not a lot of stones. So thanks very much, Jesse. What do we have to look forward to? So what's coming soon in the world of Narvi?
Well, wireless control of sauna units is the next big thing.
So mobile phone controls, yes. App-based controls.
Apps included.
Yeah.
Right.
So for a long time the problem was very much that if you used an app to heat up your sauna, you couldn't tell if somebody had put a towel or if they'd left a sauna whisk or something combustible on the heater, and this was accounting for the majority of sauna fires across the world. But Narvi are currently developing and releasing a new system which detects whether anything is on the heater and switches it off.
Exactly. Right? We have a patent for a system monitoring your sauna heater all the time. It detects if someone is left there when the heater is started, or even if something sudden happens. If a child goes in and puts a toy on it, it will stop the heater immediately.
Excellent.
Safety first, always in this business.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much, guys. That's been our little tour of Narvi here at Interbad, and I'll catch you later. Thanks.